I think with timing like that, you just have to start the show now.
I agree. Happy Friday, children of the lawn.
Children of the lawn. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. And what sort of Friday is it? Well, it's a special Friday.
Yeah?
It's Free-for-All Friday, the 13th.
That's right. But that's okay. That's a good thing.
Okay, now, let's straighten some stuff out here. When you think of Friday the 13th, do you think of the movie or do you think of bad luck?
I personally think of bad luck.
Uh-oh.
What do you think of?
I'm just curious. I mean, I was thinking of bad luck, but today I'm thinking maybe about the movie.
Oh, Dominic's a Jason. Gail thinks of bad luck. And Brenda thinks of the movie.
I actually think of good luck because Friday the 13th has always been...
Yeah, but...
I mean, any 13 has been good for me, so that doesn't freak me out.
Tim thinks of bad luck. Sue thinks of the movie. Michael Newton thinks of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's a mixed bag.
Oh,
we got Mr. OG and the room.
OG in the house.
OG in the house.
OG in the house. OG! I think Angus called your bud, so we'll see where that's going. And, very happy Friday the 13th.
We got 13!
What are we up? 13 people? Wow. We're
That's
setting
good.
records, huh?
Yeah. But it's the 13th. Oh.
It's the 13th.
Oh, and Sue said, but a lunar eclipse, too. There's a lunar eclipse.
Man, there's
tonight?
all kinds of space stuff going on.
Yeah, there's...
Right? There's like retrograde, Mercury.
Mercury is in retrograde. Doesn't mean anything to me.
No. It will when one of these old bastards rear ends you.
That's
I
not
wasn't
happening.
talking about me. What?
No.
So, okay, well, it's going to be interesting night tonight. Blood moon on Monday? Frank,
Really?
WTF?
Oh, look, and Brenda said black hole and the Milky Way.
What you call me? I love the black hole thing. I think that's just phenomenal. Of course, I always knew it was there. I just haven't played there yet. Or maybe I have.
Dominic says moons of Uranus.
Uh-oh. Gonna be one of those, is it? Moons,
Oh, okay.
yeah, like Europa, and who's the other one?
Sue says Mercury retrograde, mixing up communication.
Oh, that's why we got the electric dog swimming up in the corner there?
He's always up there.
No, he's not always up there.
He's been up there for a while.
Yeah.
Not just since Mercury has been in retrograde.
No, this is not his first...
I happen to think that all of this stuff is good luck. Why not?
The eternal optimist. And that's a good thing. No, listen, that's it's good to be optimistic.
Well, I watched The Avengers last night, so...
Did we finish that?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, the Age of Ultron we run. Sorry. Sometimes I have to ask what happened in the end. But no, I remember.
It was
Now.
starting
They
a
all
little
flew
boring
away and
after
they
they-
went back to
Yeah.
the Avenger garage.
It was a little boring after they killed, like, the 50th little robot. I was like, okay.
Well,
how
but
many
man, I got to
robots
tell
can
you
we
something.
kill?
As a student of film production, which will be evidenced in today's pasture. Well, there it is right there. That's rotoscoping. That's like snot compared to what these guys are doing. But the thing about it is, when you know that it can be done, because I work in that program, After Effects and Adobe Premiere, and when you know what can be done, if you were slick enough, or if you had guys that wrote the posts for you, it's just amazing. And Don't do very much of it, but I have a good time with it. I like making REM swim in space, and it's just cool. It's a good way to learn it because I'm using that for the documentary, which is coming along nicely. We have a little hope that we may get off the ground next month. So stay tuned for that, my New York people. Which, you know, you don't have to actually be from New York to go there. If you my Jersey people or my Pennsylvania people, how far do we broadcast? We get down to Pennsylvania all the way down there? What? You should see this look. Need a bigger antenna. The hell is that thing? All right, so who's going to be first in tonight? Wonders me.
I don't know. They're already saying hello to Mousy and Lenny, so I guess Mousy and
Hello
Lenny.
to Mousy and Lenny. I see how it is. Okay, so they're having their own show, is it?
The Mousy and Lenny show.
Yeah. Mouse.
Oh, wait. Lenny says, check Messenger.
Check Messenger.
Sent a video.
Okay.
Having a major electric breakdown.
Oh, no, it's a video of you.
Oh, he
so
needs you to send the... That was from last week.
What does he need?
Oh,
what
wait.
are you talking about?
This is Lenny.
We don't
What?
have any, this is Candlelight. I'm coming to you.
This is Lenny.
Lori, hello, Steve.
Oh.
All our power went out about 5 minutes ago. I know.
Oh.
What can I say? We don't have any, this is Candlelight. I'm coming to you by Candlelight.
Wow.
Oh,
I'm
man.
We'll come back. Oh, that's lovely. I'm hoping the power will come back on soon, and I will come back on the air. Thank you.
Oh, well, Lenny,
Hello, Lori. Hello.
Okay.
Oh, that's too much, man.
We've been there, so we know all about that.
Here, can I show this to the peeps?
We didn't have any power a couple of weeks ago.
Save
Couldn't
link
do-
as... well, you know, yeah, I can do it this way. Watch. Let's see. I just have to make this screen very, very big. Check this out. Check out Brother Lenny. I mean, really, represent, bro. Can I get the volume
I say,
on it too?
we don't have any. This
check
is
this
Candlelight.
out,
I'm
kids.
coming to you by Candlelight. I am hoping that the power will come back. Oh, that's lovely. I'm hoping that.
Believe this?
I'm hoping the power will come back on soon, and I will
He lives on
come
an
back
island.
on the air. Thank you.
How?
Hello, Lori. Hello, Steve. All our power went out about 5 minutes ago. I know. What can I say? We don't have any. This is Candlelight. I'm coming to you by Candlelight. I am hoping that the power will come back. Oh, that's lovely. I'm hoping the power will come back on soon, and I will come back on the air. Thank you.
Well, I don't know. Okay.
That's pretty funny,
Well,
man.
so Lenny's not going to... Well, Lenny was the first one in.
Yeah, he was. What the hell is going on in here? Who else is in? Now, wait a minute. I'm having all kinds of problems here now.
I don't know. I know
Crazy.
Angus had to take his 15-year-old daughter
All right,
to
here
get
we
4 wisdom teeth.
Oh, there's
today.
all kinds of people in the house now. Let's see who we got. Lenny, he made it.
No.
And yeah. Oh, this is awesome. That really is Friday the 13th. How cool is that? Let me get everybody on here. Where's
Hello.
Here they are. Hey!
Is this thing on?
How cool is that? Yeah.
Hello.
Here they are. Hey!
Hi, Marcy.
Hi, my little ninja turtle. Look at him.
Back to my original thing here. Hold on. Okay, minimize background and filters. No filter.
Is he okay? He's okay.
Here we go.
It's like a normal Friday.
Yeah, it's regular Friday. Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Did you
Okay,
guys-
I'm in.
Yay!
You're in. Good.
Hey.
Is it Friday the 13th in Antigua?
Is it?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Lenny doesn't even
Really?
have a clue. At least you remember it's Friday.
Is it Friday the 13th?
Oh, that's a pretty good one, Steve.
Thanks, Lenny.
Feels like it might be a little.
Okay, so this is about it. We're about to eat. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you can see the quiche.
Ooh,
Yeah,
romantic.
I see a pie. That's what. Oh yes,
Quiche.
quiche. Ah,
Oh, that's romantic.
that's
Yeah,
very.
so I'll be in as soon as the power comes back on.
Oh
Okay,
man,
well,
you
have
got
fun.
here's well. Just say hello to Booker before you bet. Oh,
Hey there, Booker.
Captain.
Hey, Booker.
We're without electricity here in Antigua.
Now this is a shirt here.
And Lenny's got no power.
Yeah, that's it. There's no power. Really, look at my production. This is horrible.
Wow, man, that fits you good, Booker.
Oh, and all the candles just blew out. Okay, I'll see you guys in a little while.
All right,
Bye,
Chick, come
Lenny,
back when you
enjoy.
get some battery.
Bye. I'll be there.
Enjoy
I'll be
the
there.
quiche.
Bye.
Bye.
How you doing?
Oh,
Matt?
Hey, Booker.
Hey, Laurie. Hey, Matt.
Have a good
Hi, Booker. How was
birthday.
the birthday?
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Did you get your cake?
I got my cake at home and I got the cake at the gig. So
Nice.
Strawberry shortcake.
oh, double.
it
Cake.
was the home cake was a strawberry shortcake. The gig cake was from Venero's and it was chocolate strawberry banana.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow.
banana split
Yeah.
Sounds
good.
so
cake.
good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man,
Wow.
that's some birthday.
Yeah, that is, man.
Yeah.
And we saw a picture. Your wife is going to be very happy. We saw the picture of you guys at the game or somewhere. That
Yeah.
Game.
3 generations, right? And we said, "Wait a minute, is that Booker's daughter?"
You're not the only person that said that. So
Don't take it personally.
I'm
I'm not.
the
Yeah,
person.
not the only person over 50 that said
Well, I
that.
thought he only had a son, and
Oh,
then
son,
I
yes.
thought that was his wife,
Yeah.
and then I saw the son and the grands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just to tell you where it's going, you know. Oh, here. Oh, okay. Just to tell you where it's going, we walk outside today, and you know, the pool has always got the stuff going in it, and there's something in the pool, right? About this big. Could be a mouse. Could
No, we
be.
saw it from the kitchen window.
We saw it from the kitchen window. I was like, "What the hell is
What's in the
that?"
pool?
And like we go
It
out
ain't
and we do
safe.
the pool stalk. You know what I mean? Like what? Because stuff gets in the pool every once in a while.
Lizards.
And it's like, and she goes around one side and she's looking at it, and I said, "I don't think it's alive," and it's like spinning around, and it was a freaking leaf.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
Steve,
cowboy.
Hi, Agnes.
honestly,
Hey, doing Angus.
happy birthday, Booker. Even though it's 2 days late, sorry.
3 days late.
3 days. It
3 days
was
late.
Thursday.
I could have sworn you said it was on Thursday, last Friday.
No, it's Tuesday.
Okay.
No, you heard Thursday.
Yeah.
But you know that thing when you said that someone asked if my wife was my daughter. Right. Another friend of mine put up, "Who's the guy in the front with the gray hair?" Right. And I said to this same friend who I've known since the 80s, I said, "Yeah, I got gray hair. I also have a 50-inch chest, 18-inch arms, and a 32-inch waist."
Shut him up, right?
There you go.
Kind of shut that one down right away.
Take
There
that
you go.
one. Take that with you, bro. Take that with you.
In the eyes.
I heard that, man. I heard that. Hey, listen, you know, and so what? Do we get to know what birthday this was?
65.
65.
Oh, 65. I thought for some reason I was thinking it was 62, but I guess that's just, you know, the lack of gray hair.
It's okay. You can make me younger. It's okay.
No, 65 is awesome. That's your next birthday, right?
Yes. That's right. I
Thanks
can't.
for sharing that, Steve.
Oh, I don't
Are
care.
you kidding me?
Yeah,
I don't care.
my wife with a look would just eviscerate me if I did that.
Oh,
You know, but you know, I've gotten all the looks. I know what they are. I know when they come. It's like, you know, meteors and comets.
yeah. No,
Just, you know.
I don't care.
Nah.
Well, he's like, he's
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
be
be 70 in September, so believe me.
Wow, that's a great number.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Just think how old 70 used to be.
Oh
and
my
what
God,
it is
really?
now.
Yeah.
Amen. 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 And I'll tell you what, the secret, you know, I get my exercise and I do all that, but the secret for me, the real secret for me, is stretching. I mean, I have always been limber, and I stretch every day. I always have. So it's amazing. I
always go, it's concerted movement. Just move.
Yeah.
Because when you sit still, that's when everything wrong happens.
Yeah.
Gravity takes over.
Oh,
Yeah.
go out and chainsaw.
Yeah, no, man, we're working the ranch out
Working
here.
the ranch.
Me and Teeter get out there chopping wood and hauling stuff. We're going nuts, man.
We do, really.
We really do. I mean, we work our asses off in the morning. It's, first of all, for the past 2 years, when COVID happened and all that, we said that's it for the lawn, the
Yard guys.
the lawn road crew. Not having them come on here, they kill everything. I mean, we have stuff, the way we want it to be for the butterflies and all the nature stuff. It's all native plants, and it's like you come out and this thing that we've been growing for like 12 years is like so
Yeah.
we said, you know what, let's just buy all the gear and do it ourselves.
One of them, crushed our mango.
Yeah, there are days where that's not the smartest thing we ever did, but man, it's like a complete workout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Just holding that frickin' thing that weighs 30 pounds and it's like, come on.
Yep, because to put them out on the street, the limbs, they can't be over 6 feet long.
And they can't be over
And
50
you have to
pounds.
bundle them, so we had to get twine. And we put them in a garbage can and then wrap twine around it. And then I have one of those hand carts, and he puts it on the hand cart, and I bungee it to the hand cart. And I take it out to the street while he's
and so
cutting some
now
more.
the Italian is coming out, and now I'm trimming things.
Ooh,
Yes,
get
he is.
fancy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He looks forward
Yeah,
to
wait till you see my pasture.
But it's great exercise. I mean, really.
It is. It really is, especially down here in frickin'
Yeah.
the desert.
So did
Yeah.
everybody grow up in like a neighborhood that had houses and yards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Did anyone have landscapers, or did your dad or you or somebody, like whoever, like had people come in and mow their lawns? We had to rake the fucking leaves.
Yep.
We had to mow the lawns, trim the bushes, all
Shovel
that.
the snow.
Yeah,
Shovel.
Yeah, we
exactly.
didn't have to.
No.
I grew up in
One
garden
thing I
apartment.
have that I still that made me hate snow at 9.
Yeah.
I thought it shovel the snow, and that was
Steve didn't stand his chance.
But
You
like there was
know,
no such thing as landscapers when I was growing up. It was like,
Well,
some of the wealthier people would have a gardener.
Right.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
but now they're out in teams, and it's 7 o'clock on a Saturday morning. The minute you're allowed to start making noise, the leaf blowers are going, and the lawn mowers, and the weed whackers, and everything, like drill teams out there,
well, you
Yeah.
see,
up and
now,
down the street.
I grew up in garden apartments, so it was in Westchester. So there was like a lot. It was a whole community of buildings, 2-story buildings, and
Yeah.
there were parks, and each building had a playground, and it was all connected. So I grew up seeing landscapers, because there was a lot of shrubs and a lot, and
Yeah.
and who do you think made the dirt bombs? That was, there was they were digging up the stuff, and it was like, but I don't.
Bombs.
Yeah, dirt bombs. Somebody on here, I think it was Joe Castelli, figures threw dirt bombs when you live in an apartment in the spring, I guess it is, they break up the soil.
Yeah.
Right? Well, those are dirt bombs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
We used to
throw
have
those-
wars with the people next to, like the kids
Yeah.
in the neighborhood. We would have these wars.
Yeah,
You know,
so I
and
mean-
like my brother, with the air rifle, like he'd stick the air rifle into the dirt. And
Yeah. Yeah.
shoot at the neighbor's house.
Yes.
Do you remember the stores, the department stores, FMC or Two Guys?
Two guys,
Two
for
guys, yeah.
sure. Yeah. they
Two
were
Guys.
everywhere.
I was like, I don't know, I was very young, but I went into Two Guys and I found a guitar. I was just taking lessons. All I had was a K acoustic guitar right now, trying to take lessons. And it was a green Tiesco guitar. and I loved it because it had 3 pickups on it. It was very busy looking, very green. So my father says, "You want it? Start cutting the lawn." So I was cutting my lawn. I was cutting my neighbor's lawns, and then because I had used my own lawnmower. Well, I noticed the guy across the street, Mr. Dwayne, had a riding lawnmower. Okay, so I would go over there and say, "Mr. Dwayne, my lawnmower broke down. I got to get the lawn cut before my dad comes home from work." "Sure, go ahead, take it." So one day I took it. I'm up driving up the street to my house, and my father goes by, and he says, "Are you kidding me? Put that thing back."
Oh.
I get home, and I'm sitting there as one of those old lawnmowers without the motor, with the blades.
Oh, that you push.
He goes, "Start cutting."
Now, when my father got one of those too, and it lasted a half an hour. He went out the lawn, and for a half an hour, he rolled it back into the car, got the car, and came back with a power bump.
Yeah.
One of the regular ones that you push?
No, the ones that it doesn't have a motor.
Yeah.
Yeah, my neighbor had one of those.
Oh,
like we bought.
we tried one of those
that. Okay,
just
we're on over
years
an
and
acre
years
of
and
land.
years ago.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we like our
Let's
second or
get one of
third
these.
lawn crew. That
Oh.
was it. We said, let's see what it really takes to cut this grass.
And we bought one of
And we
those.
bought one of those pushing things. That thing.
And
Yeah.
it went
A
back.
half. Your father-in-law, a half hour. You said.
My father lasted half
Your
an
father,
hour.
half. That's well. I'd like to shake his hand because that frickin' thing went back to Home Depot so fast. You have no idea. 5 feet and said, "This."
If your grass is longer than a half an inch,
Yeah,
it's torture to use that thing.
yeah,
Oh, I can
Yeah.
only imagine.
yeah. And we went back and got a Honda.
Yeah, we went back and got a Honda powered
self-propelled.
one, man. This
Yes,
thing just
self-propelled.
it's
It like moves itself.
Yeah, it's really
you just stand
cool.
behind it and kind of guide it.
and it's and I'll tell you what, I'm happier because the lawn. You know what pisses me off, and I'll tell you what, I have an answer for it, but I haven't had a lawn crew in a while. You go up to the guy and say, "Hey, can you trim the pepper berries?" I don't know. What? Come on. What? Trim the pepper berries. I don't know. You know. Oh. So now I have this.
Yes, we got a.
Trim the pepper berries. Oh no, that's Italian. Well, all right. This is for my. Oh, here we go. Okay, it's backwards, but you get the point.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that a reminder?
No, it's actually a useless thing, so I don't have a lawn crew anymore. I can show it to her.
I don't know what it says.
It says trim the pepper berries in Spanish.
Yes.
Well, anyway, it worked
It's a
out for
hard
us.
life here on the ranch. Ain't it, Teeter?
You got to do it early too. You have to be out there early.
But the thing about outside is you go out, because I love to garden. I grew up in a big suburban house that had this huge yard. Every kid on the neighborhood like played baseball in my front yard. We had one of those big yards. Our house was built on 3 lots. And when I tell you, it's never like, oh, just go out and cut the lawn. There's always like other shit to go along with it. It's like when you're redecorating your house and you go, oh, let's paint, the walls. And now, oh man, the floors look really bad. So now we have to do the floors, and now the floors look great. So you have to, that's what it is outside. There's always something to go like a little bit more. So
Well,
Yep.
it's a never ending thing.
Yeah.
being out there with Teeter, I get done with whatever job we're going to do. Okay, we're going to do this today. We're going to cut a hole in here. We're going to make ourselves a little hangout that we can go in here. And this needs to get done. And that. It's like, are you fucking kidding me, man? I mean, we just spent an hour and a half on this. I'm dying. And now you're telling me, oh, look at those vines.
Yeah, exactly. There's weeds over here. There's this. Yeah, this needs to be trimmed. So yeah, It's a nonstop thing, but when
Yeah.
it's
If you don't
done
stay
and
on
it looks
top of it.
amazing,
I
you
enjoy
sit
it.
back and you just really enjoy it, which is
Yep, I
Yeah.
enjoy the butterflies
amazing that you
and
could
the
never
birds.
recreate indoors anywhere. That's for sure.
That's right.
Yeah, well, it's fun. I mean, now it's fun. I mean, when you have to, if you let it go, right? Like the thing that makes you make the decision to go out and say, are we going to look for another road crew, or are we going to do it
Lawn
ourselves?
crew.
And then you go a lawn crew, and then you go out there, and it's like, oh no. And then you got to get the stuff fast because
Yeah,
another week, and you're going to
yeah.
be living in, naked
Jungle.
afraid. Yeah.
Yeah.
And here it grows like, oh man,
Yeah.
it grows. So
Yeah,
anyway,
it's quick.
Well, Frank Feeney has the best landscapers.
he does.
Yes, he does.
Who's his landscaper?
I don't know. He's across the state. And Sue's neighbor has a quiet electric mower. We thought about an electric
Yeah, we
mower.
thought about that.
Mm.
And then we got the gas one and polluted.
Remember, they used to have, they had the power cord. Now they have batteries, but they used to have the power cord. And the thing you were always warned against with those was don't
Running
run
over.
the power cord because you'll electrocute yourself.
I
Man,
actually did
yeah.
that with hedge clippers once. That plugged in.
Guilty. My extension cord, I have one of those 100-foot orange extension cords.
Yep.
Yeah.
It looks like a knot test on a boat. It's like, all right, try to tie this knot now, and it's got more freaking what do they call them? The nuts, the come on, tack.
Electric.
What do they call the thing? The nut, that goes on the when you put the
It's
wire
like
together,
it looks like
and
a-
you turn a little plastic
a
nut.
Wire nut.
Wire nut. Thank
Wire
you.
nut. Whoa, Angus.
Ba-dum-bum.
Wow. Yeah, they've got those all over it.
Yeah, it's like it's some kind of exotic
It
snake.
doesn't look safe. I said to him, I think we really need to go buy a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything's got to be 100 feet, because it's like that. See, Booker, you don't have that problem, right?
No.
You don't get shovel?
I have a snow shovel, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a little walkway.
How much of your place do you have to shovel?
I have a front yard, steps, and all of that stuff. And I shovel all of it because I'm the one most likely to slip and fall in.
Yeah.
There you go. Put
Most
your
likely
masks
you break a
on.
hip.
That's a long way down.
Put your masks on. Here he comes.
Boy.
Oh, how you feeling, Jeff?
Hey, man, good to see you.
Good to see you.
You sound better than I thought you would.
Yeah, it's
You're just
day
congested,
4, day
right?
5 today, so it's getting
Day
better.
5?
I can't tell whether it's allergies now or COVID. That sinuses are.
Well,
going
that's a
crazy.
good thing then. Yeah.
And
Is the
so,
mucus clear?
Bizarre.
When did you test positive? Was it beef? I mean,
I went out Saturday to a steam train exhibition in Nashville, and I was wearing a mask whenever I was indoors, but when I was outdoors, I stopped. So I don't know. The new variant is supposed to be very contagious. I came home, I was fine. I went to rehearsal on Monday, and I started to feel a little chest gurgliness. And it wasn't until I was actually at rehearsal and the guys were going like, "Oh, you sound a little weird, man." I said, "Yeah, it's probably allergies." Everybody's going, "Yeah, the pollen's really bad." So the next morning I had a dentist appointment. And I thought, I'm not going to the dentist if I might even think I have COVID. So I took a home test and it was negative. So I went to the dentist, and by the time I'm leaving the dentist office, I'm thinking I have chills, or the temperature in here is really cold. I'm actually writing out a check and I'm shaking.
oh boy.
So I go home, I sit on the couch, I'm trying to calm down, relax. I took a little nap, and then I felt hot. We took my temperature and it was like 101.6. I said, okay, it's time to go to the doctor. So I went to Vanderbilt walk-in clinic, checked me out, did a PCR test. 2 hours later, it came back, virus detected. No flu virus, coronavirus.
Mm.
well, do you know what brand? You know what
brand.
what you
They
got?
don't. They
Brand.
don't actually know which
Gucci.
variant. Their tests aren't that sophisticated yet.
Oh, well, let me ask this question, because the thing that freaked me out about the first one, right, version 1.0, was that you lost your taste and smell. Did you lose any of that?
No, nothing.
So
I had it very early on, and I lost taste and smell.
Did you really?
Yeah,
I
my
lost
niece,
taste
my
and
niece
smell.
did too, and she couldn't taste for
And the
months.
smell has not come back 100% yet.
wow.
I was talking to a health professional, Tennessee health professional, because they were doing contact screening, and he was saying, I probably got the Omicron variant because a lot of the early ones lost their sense of smell and taste.
Mm.
I have very little chest problems. I have a little cough, a little dry cough, a lot of sinus issues, and my temperature's been down now for 2 days. So,
Well,
consider
honestly,
myself lucky.
with the Omicron and the new variant. I told you yesterday or whatever we talked. You literally have to be within a mile of somebody. Like I've just reconciled myself to the fact now that I'm gonna get it at some point. No
I
matter how
wear it
careful I am.
outside. I wear a mask outside.
Yeah, me too.
And then I get in out of the car to go to the grocery. That mask goes on. I don't care if people stare at me. I don't care.
No, I've been following those same things, but every once in a while, if you're outside, you think, oh, I'm outside.
Yeah.
I'm not near anybody. And it's been the tour manager's blessing because I'm not allowed to touch or go anywhere in the house because we're isolating. So she gets to say, whatever you're doing, stop it right now. Constantly. I can't even touch the water jug to pour myself water. It's like, don't touch that.
Yeah.
Well, let me.
That's what happened with Randy Jackson.
Let me tell you this about my best bud down here is a serious doctor, and we've been through all that, so I know all the long stuff that you can learn that Mousy probably knows. And the truth is, have you ever smelled a cigarette outside and not known where it was coming from?
Yeah.
Same nose,
Same thing.
same air,
Exactly.
same flying shit.
Exactly. Could be
So,
a half a block away.
It's a matter of general carelessness. That's the problem now. Anybody, you could be the safest driver in the world. If you're down here in Florida, you're going to get hit in the back. That's just the nature of the beast. And with this thing, while you're looking, you're thinking, oh, we're good. Oh, guess who got his power back? You can't be too safe.
Well, the numbers are so underreported because people are home testing now.
Yeah.
So they're not.
And that's
calling
the other
CDC,
thing I found out.
So that they said that like 66% of the cases that are happening right now, we don't even know about.
And the thing about it is that those cases, people are like asymptomatic. They don't have any symptoms, and that's kind of where we're going. It's going to be endemic. It's going to be something we're going to see all the time.
And I found out,
it's just not going to kill you as like the original one.
Sure.
Yeah, it's nice.
And I found out from
what, Jeff?
Whose shirt?
Yours. I love that color.
Oh yeah, nice color.
It looks good on you, man.
No, thank you.
What are you saying, Jeff? You found out what?
Yeah, sorry, I interrupted. I was stopped.
Yeah.
The healthcare guy I would talk to this morning, I said, what was the deal? I tested negative in the morning, and by 7 hours later, I'm testing positive. And he said, well, that's happened to a lot of people, and it's because they're afraid to stick that thing up far enough. He said, you got to go up 5 inches until it starts to hurt. And so I didn't get a good sample, I guess.
Doesn't hurt
And
me.
he's got it.
Hey, I got to tell you, if you gave me a test right now, it would probably be positive.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
Yeah, I've had a sore throat and a cough for at least a week now.
Yeah, you might be.
Mm-hmm.
A fever?
Big deal. No fever though.
Big deal.
Well,
I know. Maybe it's just a cold.
The doctor that checked me said it could be either influenza A, influenza B, or COVID. They tested me for all 3, and it came back COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, when he stuck that thing up there,
I guess
he wasn't messing around.
It's far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
like, okay, that's enough.
Wow.
I've
Here's
never
my-
had
Well,
that
be careful.
Here's
No,
my
we've
little
never had
here's my little med tray.
Nice.
Yeah.
But you see, these are the experiences that we look for here on the show. This is the good stuff.
So did they give you antivirals?
No.
They didn't give you
No.
antivirals. Oh.
He told me to take Tylenol and ibuprofen and alternate them. And that's all I've been doing. A friend of mine, one of the band members who I rehearsed with on Monday night, he got it, and they gave him Paxil.
What, was he upset about getting it? Paxil?
What's Paxil?
That's an antidepressant.
No, it's called something else.
Well, yeah, it's depressing to have it.
What did you say?
Paxil's the first
I've
thing.
been using that horse medicine.
Paxlovid or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what he wrote. I don't know.
Damn
Yeah,
it.
they
Thanks,
gave
Lori.
him, and he's on a drug. He's on a drug that make him immunocompromised because he has blood clots in his leg or something.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh.
And he's
Oh boy.
set to leave on some journey on Sunday. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah,
You let your
well,
guard down. You know, when the government started dropping all the mask mandates, I said, "Oh, this is not good."
They
This
just
is
recommended
bad.
it come back in New York
This
City
is
today.
bad.
They said they're recommending people indoors now wear masks again.
New York
I
had
heard
12
that because it's up. You get
New York
tied up
had
with it now.
12,000 new cases yesterday.
well, they flew. I mean, I don't want to have the COVID report, but they flew the flag at the White House
Yeah.
at half mast
I
in
know.
honor of the a million people in the United States that have died from COVID.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, does
Well,
anybody
according-
realize how many
Right
people,
now.
a million people are? Like a
That's a
picture, picture Woodstock and then like amplify
Yeah.
it times like 4 or 5 times, and there's your million people. So, again, that's what, they were saying. That's a million people. They did the orphans of COVID last night. Now, I don't want to be doom and gloom, but, kids that are, getting up in the morning and getting themselves off to school because early in the pandemic, the dad and mom, whatever, and kids that are trying to stay together, like all those are things that also are affected, not just, oh, I got sick or somebody got sick and died. There's this whole other ripple effect
Right.
we'll have to take into account. So I was at a funeral today. Outside, I was the only person wearing a mask. In the funeral home, I was the only person wearing the mask.
I'll tell you this.
Today, I was the only person wearing a mask.
Lenny, are you trying not to say smart ass shit too?
Booker wants to say something.
As I was like that in New York, we really followed the rules for a really, really long time. And it's like when everybody else wasn't wearing a mask, New York, we were still wearing masks.
Yeah, New York was doing it right.
We were still wearing masks. And it's I put it this way, at 2 years down the line, I think what we're suffering from is we're really tired of this. And a lot of us are going like, if you're going to kill me, come get me.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there is a lot of heat out there, but I'll tell you this. I mean, I haven't been in a place. The only reason I ran into the grocery store the other day because I had to pee, and she was going in to do whatever she was going to do. I haven't been in there, and it didn't even occur to me to
I
bring my
was
mask.
going to shop.
And I'm like, it's
Yeah, it's scary.
but it's because I don't, I reran part of Liberty DeVito's show last night. We were talking about it. He was talking about, I mean, it's right outside his door. That's like an apartment. It's in the elevator, man. It's, I grew up in apartments, so I get that, but I haven't lived in an apartment in years. So, man, I can't imagine being in the city or Booker. I don't even, is it freaky for you there? I mean, I don't know what the population.
I'm playing in clubs. I'm doing weddings.
Yeah.
I
I have a wedding tomorrow.
There are people that are right up toward me. But I put it this way. I've been tested so much that I should have calluses in my nose. But There are places that I've done gigs where everybody else in the place has tested positive and I've tested negative.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I might just be lucky at this point.
Well, they say some people have a natural immunity to it, they don't know why or how, but they're trying to figure it out.
Or maybe I've had it more than a couple of times and I've been
And not known it. Yeah, that's a possibility.
that I have that other natural immunity plus being, vaxxed and boosted.
Well, you have to realize that that the extreme on both sides of the norm. There are the people that get it and they're dead in a week, and then there are people that have had it and have no idea. I mean, those are the spikes on either end of the of the possibilities.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I mean, I know people who don't practice safe, the anti-vax and this and that. And look, I don't want to get into that either. But we kind of all have to come together. Wait till they release this flying saucer shit. That'll wake up.
Yeah, you hear about that?
No, what's about?
What's going on now?
Oh, they're going to release. They're investigating. Because there's been so many sightings.
Well, they can't. I mean, nobody's willing to lie for the government anymore. These guys, the guys flying F-16s and they're seeing all kinds of stuff up there. And there's, I mean, your government, you're the ones who are taping everything that goes on in these planes. Guess what? We saw that, whether you like it or not. So they're gonna Washington is gonna make a concerted effort to find out what these things are.
Yeah.
That's a pretty broken record right there.
Yeah.
They tell it's every year or so it's like, oh, something big's coming. Well, not really.
Yeah,
well,
right.
I got news for you. Something's big's coming, whether they like it or not. But I mean,
could be.
I don't know. Listen, I'm.
Well, whatever it is, they kept the last president because he's like a broken hot water bottle. He can't hold it. So he would have told us everything.
I know. He would have made a show out of it.
Yeah.
Come see the alien at Trump Tower.
Yeah.
Oh, I said it. I shouldn't have said it. I'm sorry. I think he meant next Easter.
Oh.
Sorry. Oh, that was bad. No, I did politics, and I'm sorry. I apologize. But it was.
Technically.
Yeah.
Look at Chloe's excited tonight with the whole show here.
Yeah, I see. We got it. Yeah.
Well, that's Chloe Bowie. Miles is parading around.
Oh, I saw Miles.
Yeah, but Chloe I have steps by the bed so she can come up, because usually Miles will come up here and then she stands down there and cries. So I let her come today. But it occurred to me today at one point, I seem to spend an inordinate amount of time picking gunk out of the eyes of my pets. Am I the only person who does this?
No, Remy.
Well, I mean,
like Remy, I'm constantly cleaning their eye. I'm like, get over here. Get over here.
He just gets he gets sleep in his eyes right here. I mean, not that real crusty wheel, but it always has since he was a puppy.
Yep.
Yeah. And I do that, and I was like, if anybody else, like if another human being came to me and said, could you take this out of my eyes? I'd be like, ew, no. With the dogs, I'm like holding them down, like, get over here, I'm cleaning you. Have you
been through the anal gland expression? Not on yourself.
No, I've never had that experience. But
that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, me too, pal. I'm an expert.
Yeah.
And you see, let me ask you this. Have you ever smelled that stuff, Mousy?
No, I've heard.
Well, I'm telling you,
stories though.
Forget pepper spray. This is the shit, man. You put this on. Yeah, go ahead. Fuck me now. Come on. Bring it.
So bad.
Oh, nice. I'm telling you, I'm gonna rape juice, anti-rape juice.
Yes. That's the truth.
You just have a packet on you, in your pocket, and somebody attacks you.
You want my wallet now?
It's the worst smell I've ever smelled in my life.
It's pretty horrible.
Do you do it, Lenny, or do you have a vet do it?
I ain't doing it. No, the
well,
vet does it.
Remy needs
Oh.
it done like so often.
No. And the only good thing about, I mean, we're getting a little personal, but I guess he won't mind. It's, he's 100, well over 100 pounds. So it's not, like I'm going after a chihuahua. Not like I'm going after a
Not like
chihuahua.
Chloe.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, I mean, what a nightmare.
Yeah, I gotta hold him.
Yeah. It's like,
But
but he's good about it.
We got Mouse's nails clipped this morning. Had him squeeze the butt cheeks.
yeah, she screams when you cut her nails, doesn't she?
Yeah, a little bit. She used to, but now she's used to the girl. And she's right down the street. So.
And how'd Stella do with her?
How's
Man.
4 wisdom teeth guys?
Yeah,
4 wisdom teeth today. Yeah,
What's 15, right?
Yeah, she's 15.
15, yeah. She came out. Somebody told me to videotape her, but she came out and the woman was pushing in a wheelchair and she had all this shit hanging out of her mouth and everything with blood on it and stuff. And I'm like, I'm not videotaping her like that. Her eyes were rolling back and she's like,
Yeah, you would have to sleep with your eyes open forever.
Yeah.
You got past a certain
Oh man, she's I guess she's feeling a little bit better though, but she's hungry.
Like a chipmunk tomorrow.
She's not gonna be able to eat for like 4 days.
Yeah,
she's hungry, but
Yes,
she's already eaten the ice cream and milkshakes. She's
oh man, I tell you what, I remember I've never had 4 of them. I had 2 of them pulled out at the same time, and I had to play. We were opening for Bulldog at Zeros in Glen Cove, and you remember the Sabret hot dog guy? I had to have one of his silver things on the side so I could drool into it. It was a horrible thing. They pulled him out at like 4:00 in the afternoon. I had to leave for the gig at 6.
Ooh.
oh wow.
Man, it was rough.
what a trooper.
Yeah, that is a trooper.
Yeah,
I don't
well.
have wisdom teeth.
Yeah, you never had well.
No, I don't have them.
I know.
I never had. They never.
By the way, I heard the discussion earlier about dirt bombs. We love dirt bombs where
Right?
we grew up.
Right.
Oh, I should have tuned in
dirt
earlier.
bombs for you?
I did. I heard it.
Who made the dirt bombs? Was it a ground crew or dad, or who made the dirt bombs?
No, it's just when
They
they
used to plow the fields.
when they turn over the lawns and
Every
things.
year.
Yeah.
They were always digging up the roads where I grew up, and it was just like
Public dirt bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Public domain.
You have to, when you're playing Army Man,
yeah.
Exactly.
basically, they're hand grenades.
When it hits the pavement, it goes boom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, awesome!
The best.
Yeah, kids, go get those video games.
Yeah.
Right, dirt bombs.
Yeah, honestly, we could spend an entire. My mother there was through Cedar Grove. There's like this tributaries that go to the Passaic River, and it's called Peckman's River, Peckman's Brook. And every Saturday we'd like leave the house, and my mom would say, "Stay away from the brook," and we'd be like, "Okay." And then we come home, of course, like immersed. Our sneakers would be soaking wet and everything else. But we could literally spend an entire day just like floating shit down the river, throwing things across, whatever, just watching stuff float by. And we would spend the entire day doing that. And it was so much fun running alongside of whatever you sent down.
Did you guys out on the island have pea shooters?
Pea shooters?
The
Yeah,
little berries out of the
I had
tree,
them
the
in
little red
Queens.
berries.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
What are they?
right. A pea shooter.
Pea shooter, like a straw that you would shoot.
Yeah, like
But we used to get the
Spitballs
berries
and-
off some bush or tree and shoot them.
Well, now
I used to get it at the 5 and 10 cent store
Yeah.
with real peas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could use real peas too, but we used to get stuff off the trees.
Yeah, we used to have wild cherries, which were little teeny cherries. Yeah.
You could take an eye out like that.
Oh yeah.
We know.
There
My
was a
mother
lady
told
across the
us.
street from me that used to make a lady across the street from me that used to make wine from those wild cherries.
Oh.
She would always give us a jug of it, right?
Ooh.
my sister and I would sneak a whole bunch of it.
That's great.
Yeah.
Mom and dad are like, why are the kids going to bed so early?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. You remember the air guns with the CO2 cartridges?
Yeah.
I get the brilliant idea. What would happen if we got lots of books of matches and nail clippers and cut off all the heads of the matches and filled up the empty CO2 cartridge with the matches?
Wow.
What do you think would happen? Well, it flies.
I don't know.
It frickin' flies. I mean, it flies like fast and far.
Didn't it fly miles?
Yeah, one. We were kind of stupid. We took the lead pole, when garden apartments we have the poles and the chain goes between them, right? We took the cap off and took one of the poles and emptied all the dirt out. Perfect bazooka, right?
Yeah.
So after we set the first one off, we didn't know what was going to happen. We hit it, blew up and it went nuts. So then we got the idea, we have to control it. When this thing is so thick, there's no way it's going to hurt us, right? So we aimed the thing like that, and we said, you know what, let's paint them so we know whether we find yours, we find mine. Let's just paint them. And about 2 weeks later, I'm walking downtown, and there it is, laying on the sidewalk, right? I said, we can't shoot these in the air anymore. So I said, let's see what happens if we shoot at the side. Let's see what happens if we shoot at the side of this building, right? And building number 175, it was in our apartment. And I guess I moved because it went through the window. It was an empty apartment. We knew it was an empty apartment. Went through the window, hit right on the crossbar where all the window panes come together, took that out.
Oh, that must have looked so cool, though.
Oh, it was awesome. Talk about where's the video. And embedded itself. It went through one wall and embedded itself in the bathroom. It was that was the last time we shot those off. And we were using JetX fuse. I mean, we really got sophisticated about it after a while.
And how were we we got access to stuff that my kids? I remember when my youngest son was 6 and the 10-year-old, we were having a birthday party and he's like, can I light the match for the candles? And I'm like, all right, I'm going to stand here and watch you light the match, close the cover before striking the whole thing. But I remember my brothers and I, lighter fluid was all kinds of shit, setting models, we'd build models and then
set
them on fire.
Yes.
Them flying
down
the street.
I had a friend that brought firecrackers back from Georgia. Right? And I would save a pack, and every time I built a new model, I would build the firecrackers into the motor and where the gas tank was, because I knew it was going to burn. And I took every flammable substance in my house and combined it and called it Uncle Stevie's Magic Elixir and poured it.
Is that one of your mother's tampons, too?
No, I never did anything with my mother's tampons.
I thought you did, out the window.
No.
It's we did really stupid shit as kids, didn't we?
Insane.
Way stupid. I mean, I grew up between basically two nut houses, right? I mean, the Burke Foundation was on one side and the New York Hospital was across the street. So you had Alice Cooper's nut house and some rehabilitations and just hospital city, but it meant that there was crazy ass places to play. You could just go nuts.
A lot of land with gardens.
And we had there was this path that went through the woods. We used to call it the death trap because it was like a ravine that whatever the running water had carved, and we said, let's go get some 20-inch bikes and take the brakes off of them and start at the top and see how far we can go.
Where do you think it goes? From the garage?
No, not the garage, the bike room.
Oh, the bike room.
Yeah, well, they were there.
Bikes that were there.
Did it work for sleds too? Most of the time we put them back.
Yeah.
We were just trying to amuse ourselves.
Exactly.
Hey, don't tell me go out and play and give me nothing to play with.
Really?
Get outside.
And don't come
and
back
play.
home unless you're on fire or you're bleeding out.
Well, I will tell you one of my all-time. I had a couple of like world-class pranks as a kid. But like I said, I grew up in a garden apartment, right? And every garden apartment had the light over each door, a light over the stairs to the basement, a light on each side of the building and the back of the building, right? And they would come on at 8 o'clock and whatever it was. And I spent a whole day
By himself. This isn't even like him and his
by
friend.
himself. I spent a whole day carefully cracking every light bulb in the whole garden apartment. And wrapping
Just because you
fuse of
could.
wrapping the fuse of a firecracker around the filament. And I
Wait
said,
until someone turned it on.
they
no, they
all
came
went on
on
at the same time. It was
at
a
8 o'clock.
complex. And I said to everybody, come on down the park. What's going to happen? Oh, you'll see. Come on. And they didn't all, the buildings light up at different times. It was like, blang, 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 smoke that you could see from the moon, and the whole place was dark.
You said we were a little stupid, right? And I have a saying that I say all the time. I say, a little stupid like the elephant man has a little puffiness around the eyes.
Oh yeah. I mean, when we were kids, there was a dump, and we used to call it the dump down by Gedney Way. There were beautiful tennis
Call
courts.
it the dump because
Yeah,
it was a
called
dump.
the dump. It was the dump. And they had a jet. They had a like a fuselage and a canopy of some old 50s jet, and we used to play in it and do the whole thing. And so when you were really bored, you would go down there. It was a horrible place to go, but you'd find shit, and mess around with it. And one day we saw these crates, and we said, what are these crates? And turns out it was the fireworks display.
For the town.
For the township?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Bingo.
And we looked around, and I said, whoa, man, we can't take a lot, but let's take the biggest one. Right? This thing was like it was like a bologna, like a giant bologna or a giant whatever,
Salami.
safe but wrapped in like newspaper in shopping bag, like
Brown paper.
brown paper bag, and the fuse was the same kind of paper. It was like this long, and just like, what can you do with, what is this, right? So we took it, and we said, and I brought it to my house, and I put it in my drawer, and my mother said, what is that? I said, it's for the band. It's for the, it's for the...
Oh, man.
So they canceled the frickin' fireworks that night, right? They never had the fireworks. Now, I'm the guy who stole the thing and ruined the fireworks for everybody.
Because it was the grand finale.
Because it was the grand... And come to find out, these idiots say, well, we don't have to worry about them shooting it off because they're going to need, and then proceed to give me exactly the dimension that I'm going to need to fire the thing off, right? So we shot it off on my birthday in September, and man, it scared the hell out. It was nuts. It was nuts. So yeah.
It's dangerous. The real stuff is dangerous. That's why didn't the Grucci's have an explosion where it killed half the family?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
4 or 5 people. And that happened more than once.
Yeah.
My father would take me to the Hudson River to see the fireworks display at
Macy's.
Who's in Grant's tomb?
Grant.
Okay, so we're watching it from around Grant's tomb, and there's a barge out in the river, and there was a couple of them, but we were close to one of them, and we're watching the fireworks, and then it starts getting really intense on the barge, and I'm like, Dad, is that right? And the whole thing went on fire. Somebody got killed, and it was just blowing up. It all went at the same time. People who jumping in the river, on the barge. So that's dangerous shit.
Yeah.
Real dangerous.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it's real dangerous.
I remember 1986 was the bicentennial of the Statue of Liberty or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Okay. We're upstate New York, and this is the day that they're going, and they said we're going to have barges all the way around the tip of Manhattan,
Oh my
and
God,
all
that
this
was intense.
the first synchronized show, 86, whatever it is. And I said, well, let's go.
To your roadie.
To my roadie.
Yeah.
He said, all right, I'll drive. And Lori's going, you're not going to get down. Yeah, we're going to try, right? No way, right? So we're going down the West Side Highway, and we get to a toll booth. There's nobody on the road. We get to the toll booth. There's nobody in the toll booth. There's a sign that says road closed, but, there's nobody. So we said, well, we're not going to hit any traffic. And we start going down the West Side. It was the eeriest, freakiest thing ever, right? I mean, it's still light out, but there's not a car on the road. And all of a sudden, we get pulled over. We're like, I don't know, maybe in the 50s or the 40s, and we get pulled over by a cop. And I said, oh my God, thank God you're here. I have to be upstate at a barbecue in like 25 minutes. I am so lost. And he goes, too bad, kid. You got to go all the way downtown and wait until the fireworks are over.
Thank you.
I will, sir.
Oh, it was, I mean, man. And I have
And they
that.
had a prime spot.
Oh, look! Are we doing our pastures?
Oh.
I didn't have time to do anything today.
Man.
All day.
How's he
What
got
I don't know, man.
There's beautiful fireworks.
I
When it
just
was in
don't
the East
know.
River- When the fireworks were in the East River for a while, I was coming from the Hamptons, and I lived in Brooklyn, right? And I was on the Kosciuszko Bridge, and everybody stopped. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody stopped. I got out my car, I watched the fireworks, got back in my car, and went home. But I was about 10 minutes from home.
Oh, man.
Oh, look at Lenny.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got my cows.
Yeah. like
Yeah, I see. I'm proud of my sculpturing.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
I was going to do a Friday the 13th thing. You know what I mean? I thought maybe that would be funny.
Oh no, I love the Edward Scissorhand thing.
Oh, God.
But
Yeah,
folks,
right?
I gotta go because I gotta get.
See what I did in the
You have to
backyard.
go? You have a gig?
Gotta go.
Bye, Booker.
Hi,
Oh,
Booker.
yeah.
Booker, God bless you, bro. Have a great gig. And by the way, you're styling, man.
Looking
Ain't that
good.
Thank you very much. Take care, guys.
Very welcome.
Take care, Booker. See you later, bro.
Very, very well. Say hello to my little friend.
I will.
No, this one.
There he is.
Oh, you're
Oh.
Wait a minute. I got one.
You got one?
Oh, yeah.
Cows.
Cows.
Cows back.
Yeah.
Let's screw that side up.
God.
Wow, I got a
There we
picture.
go.
I have a picture exactly like that one somewhere with the
Which one?
50th birthday.
Look at
It's a
this.
50th
How do you
birthday thing.
do? How do you do?
Mm.
Oh, will Jeff feel better?
Yeah, man. Feel
Thank
better.
you.
And
Thank you,
oops,
thank
a
you,
loop.
thank you.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Jeff, feel
Coming
better.
up in 2 weeks? 2 weeks? You're coming up?
wow.
I'm supposed to leave Thursday.
But you can't now, right?
Well, actually, the doctor said once the 5-day quarantine is over and you have no symptoms and no fever, you're good to go.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, then
Go back to
Okay.
work, do whatever do
Yeah.
whatever you want. So
Okay.
Well, I hope you.
Bring it to
I
Jersey.
mean,
What
I'm
the
a
fuck?
little reluctant because New Jersey and New York are exploding.
Yeah,
with,
yeah, we're going nuts again.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. You got to be careful out there. That's for sure.
and I'm going to see my mom, so I don't know if I want to be chancing that.
Yeah.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Maybe you're not still invited.
Whoa!
I'm kidding.
It's mom.
Hey, man, I tell you what. It's very. Oh, look at this. Very creative, Angus.
Oh,
Yeah,
Angus.
Angus.
I had like 10 minutes to figure something out. You
Oh,
know,
that's right. It's Friday the 13th. Yeah.
Okay, so now, quick. What's the sum total?
That's a lot. 26, 32.
I'm not doing math.
No,
I'm not doing math.
that's too
Yay.
hard.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Listen,
Good night, Angus.
143.
143.
I have a calculator.
One short of a
Ah,
growth.
Lori, I was impressed. You shouldn't have ratted yourself out. You should
No.
have been like, I saw that.
Math without a calculator.
Yeah, and the thing is, I wouldn't have known because I didn't think she knew how to use a calculator. Yeah, no, I got this instead. Okay, you know. Anyway,
All right.
you guys have a great,
Enjoy
great
Children of the Lawn,
weekend.
have a great week. Everybody take care. Be safe.
Yeah, Phil,
Yeah, see you.
Love you
Everybody,
guys.
see you later.
Bye.
take care, Mouse. Lenny, I love that shirt.
Bye
Take care, bro.
bye. Come on, you're making fun of me now.
No, I'm not at
really,
all.
it's
I'm
a
telling
great
you,
color.
I think it's a beautiful color.
I thought you were talking about Booker's shirt.
No, that's
No,
what,
why you didn't like Booker's shirt?
No, that was one of your shirts, right?
Yeah,
No, he said he
Oh,
liked
okay.
the color on you.
yeah.
That
No,
color blue.
I thought that the color of your shirt goes very good.
With your
Yeah, it's a
tan.
great
Yeah.
color.
Well, thank you. Yeah, with the tan. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was being serious. You know, I mean, you know,
Oh.
I'm fucking around.
Well, I grabbed it like, I didn't have a shirt on when I first got in touch with you, so I figured I better go put a shirt on.
And you got your
Right.
power
So I
back.
grabbed one in the dark.
Hey, man, listen,
got your
you
power
grabbed
back.
a good one. So, you know, there you go. Well,
Yeah.
listen, have a great
Okay.
weekend, brother. I'm glad you got your power back. Say hello to Gabrielle and the puppies and the monkeys and the snakes and whatever else is out there.
Yeah, right. Okay, Lori, you take care.
You
See you,
too.
buddy.
Bye, Lenny.
Bye-bye, Steve.
Take care, man. Goodness. Okay, how do we do this?
How do we do it?
We do it like this. I got to save Lenny. I'll save you, Lenny. Don't
That is
worry.
a great color on
There you
him.
go. Boom. Yeah. So I thought I did pretty good with old Jason here, man.
Yes, you really did.
I mean, that's not, you know,
You did great.
it was freaky
Very,
doing it.
very fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
We started out a little serious, but
Well, but you
Then we
know,
brought
that's
some
part of
fun.
what we do too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, where's the old guy? Oh, see,
Inquiring
flashes in.
minds.
Yeah, check him out. Oh, here he comes. I didn't get that. Oh,
all right. Well, have a great weekend, everybody.
yeah, and if I don't see you in the future, I'll see you in the pasture. Monday, rock and roll in review. If I don't see you in the future, I'll see you in the pasture.
Good night, everybody.